Oh boy. Peace and blessings and namaste to all light warriors, workers, and everything in between. It is I, Sophie, today, and yes, it is a late transmission, and I do apologize for it. I've been running around all day, and I'm going to get this disclaimer out the way now. For those of you who are requesting, sessions and stuff like that from me, I'm going to have to switch that schedule and start booking these sessions 4 o'clock and later on in the evening because I have some things going on in the morning and it's conflicting. So just bear with me, during this time. And also, I want to apologize for those of you who I've messed up schedules and I called you at 2 o'clock when it's supposed to be 3 o'clock and stuff like that. Hey, I've never been that good at organization. That's why I've always had a secretary. See, I'm a big picture person. So I'm getting better at organizing this. So just bear with me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your love. Okay. And if you're new here and you would want to request a session just to know, I don't care anything about yourself, you can email me at dragonlotusms@yahoo.com. These are donation based. Donations is dealing with the desires of your heart, what you think is worth it to you, and also what you can afford, because ultimately I'm just here to help, right? But even with me doing it donation based, I can honestly say that the Creator has been very good. So thank you for your generous donations. All right, now let's get to this transmission. The last transmission I did, if you paid attention to it, I told you that for people who are targeting other individuals and have become obsessed or venomous or filled with hate, angst, or anything like that, that you are literally selling your soul, okay? I did not, however, expound on this, which is why I am doing this right now, so you can have an understanding of what I meant when I said it, before I go to bed, that is. What I am trying to say to you is, each of us who came here on a mission, we came here with a purpose. We came here with a design, a desire, a goal to achieve. And the Creator has equipped us with different skills and talents to achieve these things independently, sovereign, right? But when you find somebody that you're disliking, perhaps you feel that they've wronged you, perhaps they have betrayed you, perhaps they've hurt you in any kind of way, and you have become obsessed with get back, or controlling someone else's destiny, or trying to harm someone else, or seeking revenge. What you are doing is turning over your life purpose to that other soul. In other words, that soul rules you. You never looked at it like that, have you? I'm going to help you understand this. 7 point whatever billion people on this earth, all in the sea of collective consciousness. But you have become consumed with one soul because you feel that you've been wronged or you're hurt. What ends up happening is your existence now evolves and revolves around this other individual's soul. This is why it was so important that we preached forgiveness and living by the golden rule. You can't heal, you can't grow, you can't reach your highest potential because your consciousness, your mental state, your emotional intelligence is all tied in to another individual. That individual that you are targeting has now been elevated above your own soul's mission and the Creator. Do you understand what I'm saying? That individual that you're angry at rules and governs your emotional state, your mental state, and your spiritual growth. you become enslaved to them. When we go through betrayals, backstabbing, hurt, anything of this nature, the only one thing that you should be asking yourself during this time is, what is the lesson? I told you before, it doesn't matter what someone else done to you. It's always going to be about you. The way that you handle these situations makes all the difference in your soul's evolutionary growth. So if you're harnessing anger, resentment, and pain, you're actually devolving. You're staying in that low vibrational space. And your obsession with another individual soul now governs and rules your own. You're spending too much time worried about what others are doing, what someone else is doing, trying to plot out revenge and all of those things. You're not hearing from the divine. You're not healing. You're not evolving. You're not even in tune with your higher self. You are consumed with that other individual. And meanwhile, that other individual is not consumed about you. So you get to sit back and watch that person continue to move, continue to evolve. And all it does is cause you more anger, more rage, more resentment. 7 point whatever billion people in this world. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of souls. And meanwhile, while we're here to change at least 1, 2, hundreds, thousands of souls, you can't even reach other souls because you're consumed with the soul that you hate, and it's eating you up inside. We really want to know where dis-ease comes from? Consider your mental universe. If everything is mental, then surely disease starts in the mind. Do I need to repeat that? Or did you get it? How you think, how you process information. Is the mind and the heart healthy, or is it unhealthy? And if it is unhealthy and unhealed, you will find out that you will be more receptive to dis-ease and illnesses. Things that happen in the spiritual realm, in the mental realm, will manifest in the physical realm. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to be angry. It's not worth it to target somebody. It's not worth it to spend so much time trying to get back or stop something that in reality can't be stopped. See, you are the chosen ones. You are the elect, right? So what the Creator has for you, nobody can take anyway. And if you're dealing with someone that is hating on you because of your gifts, because of your assignment, or simply because they feel like you've done them wrong, you will find out that they will be so consumed in your consciousness, in your energetic field, sending out negative vibrations and negative thoughts, it will bounce back to them. Okay? You're divinely protected. You've heard the expressions before. What God has for me is for me. It's real. It can't be stopped. But when others can't see that, they spend a lifetime not fulfilling their own destinies, not growing, not evolving, not contributing to this world, what was given to them to contribute to this world, because you have become their world. Do you understand? We need to release the pain, the anger, the resentment, the jealousy, all of these negative vibrations that cause the body and the mind dis-ease. You are special in your own right. There's no point in competing with anybody else. There are things that you can do that nobody else can do, and vice versa. And when you start to love yourself and learn yourself, you will come to the conclusion pretty quickly that you're giving so much of your own power away to somebody else who, chances are, it's not even being affected by it. But when you ask yourself, what is the lesson? Then you understand that everything was about you this entire time. And the reason why it's about you is because it's time for you to evolve. It's time for you to ascend. It's time for you to balance and reconcile the paradoxes, the karmic cycles that you've been stuck in over and over and over and over again. If you just take the chance or the time to step back outside of yourself and look at yourself, you will see the lesson and the reason why you went through what it is that you went through, regardless of whether or not you feel that you were innocent. Maybe you weren't so innocent if you keep allowing the same things to happen. What are you missing, babies? Right? We have to get to the point now. We have to utilize our emotional intelligence. It's time for spiritual maturity. Some of you, most of you, who are the chosen, who are walking in your life purpose, your ancestors don't play about you. Your spirit team don't play about you. I remember watching the Game of Thrones, right? And of course, the Dragon Queen. She was sitting and her 3 dragons were around her. And somebody from another kingdom came and approached her and was trying to get her to bow down to them or to relinquish control. And of course, she told them, never. She came to set the captives free, right? And the man from the other kingdom threatened her. And when he threatened her, the dragons behind her started to become hostile. And he looked at her and was like, wait a minute. I thought that was, you were peaceful. I thought that we had a treaty. And she looked at them and she said, I do. But they live by a different set of rules, and you have threatened their mother. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some of your angels and archangels and spirit teams do not play about you. So when somebody is trying to harm you, they have their own set of rules, even if you practice forgiveness, because they are bound by karmic and universal laws. They will avenge you for you. Therefore, harm none and release resentment. Release the anger. You're not here to have somebody else govern your soul, but that's the power that you give them. When your existence is now tied into somebody else's existence and happiness, you're not focusing on self anymore. You have elevated the person that you despise. You have elevated them to your God. And if you don't think that that's the truth, then think about what is consuming your mind every single day. What thoughts do you have every single day? What is fueling your passion? Is it about you growing? Is it about you evolving? Is it about your life purpose? Or is it about somebody that you despise? And if it is about somebody that you have despised, you've already sold your soul. Get it back. That's too much power to be given away to anybody. Right? Where's your personal power? Yeah. You got to come here to do the work. You can't worry about one soul out of 7 billion plus souls. You're not the only one who's been betrayed or backstabbed or lied on or hurt. This is all part of the human experience. And this is what we've come here to learn and experience. And it is the way that you handle these things that makes the difference between whether or not you're going to evolve or devolve. When you say to yourself, what is the lesson? Why did this happen to me again? Why am I attracting the same type of energies over and over again? Why am I stuck in karmic loops over and over again? And you take a step back and look at the big picture. That's when the universe smiles at you and says, hey, you finally got it. And it opens up for you because you released a soul from your consciousness. And now you can focus on yourself and what God has for you. Your talents, your gifts. We're all uniquely and wonderfully made, so we shouldn't be competing, right? We all have something to offer this world. So we shouldn't be concerned about what somebody else is doing. Your soul belongs to them. What? What? Understand what it is that I'm saying to you so that you can learn to let the small things go. You've heard it said, hurt people hurt people. I know it's a cliche, but it also has a lot of validity and truth. Behaviors are learned and passed down. Somebody has to break the generational curses. And this is learned behavior. Are you willing to unlearn this behavior and walk in your highest truth? Are you? Are you strong enough to say, okay, I messed up? Or they did this to me. I'm okay. Right? And keep moving onto your purpose, because that's when your blessings come in. That's when the things that you really, really want start to manifest. It's mental alchemy. We transmute pain. We transmute betrayal. We transmute anger. Your mind is very powerful. Only when you learn how to use it in righteousness, right? The things roll off of you. And whew, you're up there. You are. And you learn to be happy for others. You learn to be appreciative of someone else's skills and gifts. Maybe they can benefit you. You learn to celebrate with others as opposed to being jealous of others. I told you before, jealousy is an evil thing. It's a hard thing to get rid of. Do you understand? You literally have to purge. It's spiritual. We all have lessons to learn here. But the things that you should learn the most about during these trials, tribulations, tower moments, obstacles, backstabbing, whatever it is, the things that you should learn the most is about you. Accept people for who they are. Once you can do that, they no longer have control over you. So babies, if you're angry at others, if you're resentful at others, it is time for you to take your soul back. After all, not everybody is careful and loving with someone else's soul. Some people out here seek to eat you alive. Be wise. I am Sophie. I love you all. Good night.